Hey, what up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562.org. It's Mike.
And JJ, and this video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company. Visit by November 20th and check the 562 on your bill to donate 20% to support local sports coverage.
We'd really appreciate it if you do that. The bright lights are on. Long Beach Poly hosting JSerra in a Division I opening round game. And hey, man, this is where it gets real. All that Moore League stuff is out the window at this point.
Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts.
Fumble on opening kickoff by JSerra. Poly making something happen. It's Bryson Parham who starts the game off right for the Jackrabbits.
Oh, it's still D-block time, even when D-block's not even on the field.
But literally on the next play, a pitch goes onto the ground and it's going to be Lions ball. Not the way Poly was hoping to follow up that momentum.
All of a sudden, I feel like I'm at a Dodgers game.
Yeah, might feel a little familiar to you. Chris Street, he's pretty good. Picks up a fourth down for the Lions on that one. Then he's going to run in this touchdown to put JSerra up 7-0 early.
Yeah, Street, hard to handle like asphalt. I would not want to get in front of that kid.
No, another guy I wouldn't want to get in front of, Elijah Juarez for Long Beach Poly. He's a stud too. Does not have the SEC and Pac-12 offers that Street does, but he was running like he did for the Jackrabbits here as he was chewing up big yardage against a very physical JSerra defense.
Great head-to-head matchup between those two running backs. A second Poly drive in the Lions territory, though. I mean, that ball was in there for a while, and kind of a sign of the luck for the Poly Jackrabbits tonight. It's not on their side.
No, it was not. The defense would hold, though, and CJ Montez is going to find Kenyon Reed as the Jackrabbits are trying to get something going. Then he's going to find twin Keon Markham, trying to get Sticks involved early as well. I like the play calling from Poly early. It was balanced, and they were moving the ball. You see they're down in the red zone yet again, but the ball is on the turf for a third time, and it bounced down there for what felt like 30 seconds, JJ.
Same script writer did the baseball playoffs for the Dodgers this year. I'm convinced of it now.
It ends up in the Lions' hands again, a third turnover down there in the red zone. Poly defense playing really well.
D-block.
This is a strong JSerra offense, and they did a great job against them, but you just can't leave them out there for the entire game, which is what was happening because of these turnovers. And sure enough, the Lions would take a 14-0 lead as Street gets them down, and then they punch it in.
I mean, we know Poly's really not built to come back, so
they need something dynamic to happen on offense, but that means they're going to need something big on defense. They do force JSerra into a third and long. Then on the downfield big throw, it's just going to slip between the twins for a big pickup. That's a killer, especially when you know they've got Street who can come in and continue that momentum as he's going to tap the circle button here on a big spin move.
That's why he gets a scholarship move button right there.
Juarez also, in my opinion, should have some D1 offers out there in the backfield. The kid runs hard. He's obviously gifted physically, but you can just see his work ethic and the way he was running against JSerra. This is uphill sledding.
That's their old sports adage. One guy's a pro, one guy's an amateur. They both do the same thing. Who do you draft? I take the amateur because he can already do this. I can teach him other things.
Absolutely. Montez then is going to find Keontae Lanier for what frankly should have been a touchdown.
You gotta be bleeping me.
Left foot was down, ball never moved. Surprised that conference between the officials did not reverse that call, as was much of the sideline and the stands. On literally the next play, Montez sacked, the ball is out again. It's a fourth turnover inside the JSerra 30 for the Jackrabbits, and they trail 21-0 at halftime. Probably should have been worse with those turnovers.
No doubt. Montez to Reed trying to get a spark here in the second half. However, same old story, same old song and dance.
The ball spent a lot of time on the ground, JJ. It was a weird night. This is
it's not where you want it.
The fifth fumble turnover for Poly to JSerra. An Alex Austin interception would be wiped off with a pass interference flag away from the ball. Just the Jackrabbits defense doing everything they could, but on this fumble for JSerra, it bounces forward and turns into a big boy touchdown.
The referees are out there, right?
Poly finally going to get some good news on a safety here by Chuck Taylor, number 92, the senior, getting into the backfield and putting 2 points up. The defense played so well, they earned the right to score the first point.
Chuck Taylor sneakering into the end zone to converse with the quarterback. I've been waiting all season for that one, Mike.
Poly defense, individual playmaker stepping up. Tim Gomez, a big stop on Street right there. Alex Austin, a big goal line pass breakup. The guys are making plays on defense.
They've been doing it all year.
Wasn't quite enough offense. This fake field goal is basically going to end this thing as the Lions were able to sneak it in again. The Jackrabbits would get a deep return from Reed to set up. This was nice to see Juarez getting to take the ball into the end zone. 22 carries for 115 yards and the score. for the senior as Poly gets on the board.
Attention, college football recruiters. Attention.
Number 30 in green and gold, a guy you might want to talk to for sure, but obviously on the whole a very painful night for a Jackrabbit team that will graduate most of its starters and have to look to rebuild next year after this 42-9 loss.
Thanks as always to all of our sponsors, and please make sure you visit Naples Rib Company to support Long Beach charities this month.